Hi there, good afternoon, greetings, and welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. So we are here today, the end of the month, last day of the month. So it's time for another episode of new albums purchased or album hauls, however you want to look at it. So we have a stack of 14, which was, I think, going to be 9 up until a few days ago when I actually went to the record store to buy one album and bought 5 more. That's just the way I am. That's the way I roll, baby. So we're going to do this according to, we'll do the progressive stuff, then the hard rock stuff, metal stuff, and then all the other stuff at the end. And we'll start off with the used progressive stuff first, and then we'll get to the new stuff, which I think most people are most interested in. So the first one up out of the box is going to be this one, Greenslade's Large Afternoon. This is their last studio album as a group. This one released much later than the other 4. The other 4 were released I think 72, 73, 74, 73, 74, 75 in that time period. This one came out in 2003, so the band had actually been apart for a fairly lengthy time. Came back, well, at least David Greenslade and Tony Reeves came back, replacing McCulloch with Chris Cousins and vocalist keyboardist David Lawson with John Young here, whose voice is quite a bit different from their other stuff. So it took me a bit to get kind of used to that vocal part. I really wasn't thinking it was Greenslade, but after I listened to it for a while, it's growing on me. I'm going to be doing a ranking soon, so you're going to see how much it growed on me when we did that. Grew on me, not growed. So anyways, as you can see, this is the first typical Greenslade. It's got a picture of everybody and the list and the front cover, and then you have your lyrics and information on the inside. Actually, I think it might be just the information. It's got some songs, but I guess a lot of their songs on this album are instrumental, so there's no list of stuff there. So anyways, that is it for this album. Paid a little bit for it, but I think it's in really good condition, as you can see here. And so that will be joining my stack over there, my Greenslade stack. So that's the first album. Next album out is from the Strawbs. Grabbed this one yesterday. I was talked into it by the guy, Al, the guy running the record store. I asked him about it. He says this is considered their best album. This is the Strawbs Hero and Heroine. I think this was released, it does not say, of course, why would it say? We wouldn't want to put the release date on any of the albums. People might get an impression that we want to know what's happening. It's a nice shot of them here. This is just a basic one-sheet booklet thing. So it's got the album cover and the group backside and front side. Then you've got this and a list of stuff here. Released in 73. Clearly, you can see that there. So this goes back to, I don't see Wakeman here. I don't think he's in this band at the time. He may be doing stuff for them, but there's no information on the album about who's doing what, just a picture of them. So, but I think this is a pretty decent album, and he told me that I'll enjoy this quite a bit. So that's the main reason. I take people who I trust, I take their advice to heart. Next up is another Mike Oldfield. As you know, I've been collecting them pretty much monthly, and this is Ommadawn. I think this is Return to Ommadawn, actually. I quite like his stuff. It's very interesting. It's kind of proggy, but has a lot of different elements in it, and talks a lot about his own music influences. This one, I believe, is from 2017, so it's a a newer album by him. I'm just going to check the booklet now. I didn't show you the Strawbs album, but it's in good condition. So I'll show you this one while I got it open. Good condition. They're always immaculate condition there for used albums. That's the reason why I buy so many off of them. Yeah, just so you got a picture in here, as you can see. You've got a picture of a guitar here and whatever that thing is on the other page. Just giving you a little bit of an overview of what you're getting in this booklet. So it's a little bit more substantial than just a page and just a little bit more stuff. And then you have the back picture of the album, the house, and this kind of a storm. The house looks almost haunted. So Ommadawn, Return to Ommadawn from Mike Oldfield. I think this makes my 5th album by him, and most of those in the last half a year, as I've really taken to him quite a bit. So this cost me $11, as you can see. So well worth it. I think I'll probably enjoy that one. The next one is one I've been looking for some time. It came available. I took it, despite the fact that I don't really follow this band and had a hard time following them. I'm going to give them yet another chance, and this album, I think, will probably, if I'm going to break into them, it's probably going to be this album from 1973. So you got Brain Salad Surgery here, as you can see. It's got that movement of stuff going on in the thing. Yeah, in the back of the album here. So I'm just going to pull you out and show you. Disc is in pretty good condition, not 100% though. This one's a little bit not really to my liking. It's the only one I've ever encountered that way, so you give them a pass once in a while, it's going to get by, right? So here's a picture of the album cover. You've got the picture of the booklet, has pictures of other stuff inside there. A little bit of a discussion about the album itself, which actually goes on quite a bit of pages, like 5 or 6 pages worth, which is good. I like that kind of stuff. Another picture of the band. Then you've got the songs and their lyrics. A little bit more songs and lyrics, and then the final page, which is just a list of songs and the band members, which in this case, Keith Emerson, Greg Lake, and Carl Palmer, of course, from Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. So that's what this album is from. It was a reasonable price. I now have 4 of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer albums, and I don't really like the band. So I'm strongly hoping that they will break through, and I will like them the way I think I should like them. So that's the first 4 used ones. The next group of albums are all brand new. We're going to start with the top one here. Textures. This is Genotype, or Genotype, I should say. This is, of course, a brand new album from this year. All 4 of these new progressive rock albums are all brand new to 2026. So they came out this year. We'll take the plastic off here. See what we got. This is the most excitement for me too. So it's a little digipack, as you might expect. There's the inside of the digipack. And this is what it looks like from the outside, the full cover with the list of songs here in the middle. The front is, of course, here. And we will take a look and see what is on the book. So it comes with a booklet, fairly thick, and one of these things that you get all the time, and we will keep that aside. Picture of first the front of the album, and then, of course, we have members of the band here. All one page of notes on each of them. And then the last couple of pages you have, well, there's the last guy, and then you have this last page, which is a list of the songs and information on the album. So this is not an unusual thing. Comes with a little booklet that slides into the front of the cover here. And then, of course, you have your digipack. I won't bother pulling the disc out because it's brand new. We know what that's going to look like. So that's it for Genotype. This is, the album Genotype, and this is Textures is the name of the band. I like this one quite a bit. If you want, you can see that it ended up in my top 10 for the first half of the new prog album thing that I did for favorites last week. And if you want to see a little bit more about it, you can do that. Next up is Crownlands. This, I think, is... I went there to pick this album up specifically and had actually hoped to get Armored Saint, and that one was sold out, so I only got to get this one. This is not a digipack, so I'm going to try pull the plastic off. Most of them, when you buy them at the store, they're usually around 20 bucks. You got to order them online. That adds about 10 more bucks to the total. So here it is. This is a picture of the album and the back of the album. As you can see, got a little bit of a list of the songs. That's what's there. Then, of course, on the inside, you have a picture of the two artists that form the band Crownlands, both Canadian, from the Oshawa area. So you have the disc on one side, on the inside, I believe, with a booklet. There's the booklet, Crownlands, the booklet. And just basically writing about the album. Nothing too absurd, a picture of the two guys. Nothing too abnormal, but it's a nice booklet, as you would hope most of them are now. See, in the past, it was always the album covers we bought the vinyl for, but these are a little on the small. Most people buy these because they like the disc, and also because they like the booklets that come with them. So this comes with a little pocket if you want, and inside the pocket, of course, is the album or CD. So I prefer it this way as opposed to just having a pocket in the side of the album and you just have to push the album out. That's a little bit not so good. But if I got to choose between the two, I prefer that. So this is Crownlands. Apocalypse is the name of the album, I believe. Yeah, Apocalypse. So there you go. Canada's own Crownlands. Next up is, of course, one of the big ones for today. This is Yes's Aurora, their most recent album, which I've listened to in its entirety online and purchased it for the video that we did. If you want to go and watch the video on this particular album, you can do that as well. It'll be in my new prog album list. There it is. There's the cover, another Roger Dean cover, of course. And it opens up so you get the back cover and a list of the songs, I believe that is. Yeah, this is the songs, plus a couple bonus tracks in there. The inside part of this digipack has the album in centerfold, a picture of the band members here, and a picture of the cover of the album here. Oh no, actually it isn't. Oh, it is the cover. Sorry. My fault. And now I'm just going to see what the booklet looks like. Yeah, it's a typical booklet by Yes. Lots of Roger Dean stuff going on here. I like the blue colors. The last few albums have had a lot of blue covered stuff. Here is the band. These guys are all looking pretty old now. And of course, it's got just information on the tracks, and you got your lyrics are in here as well. Just show you the booklet. So the booklet's light blue on the inside, but the album is dark blue on the outside. And then you have this little picture at the back here of the lyrics, as well as a picture of the band members on this page. And I believe this is just action shots here. Maybe more on the next page. Nope, just information on the band. So that's Aurora, their most recent album. So they've now produced, I believe this is their third in the last 5 years. That's pretty prolific. Almost as prolific as their original days. Not quite, but almost. There we are. So I've listened to the entire album. If you want to watch, I did a cover of this as well. I think I mentioned that already, so I'm not going to repeat. So that's it for this. Yes is Aurora is the album. Next up, the last of the new ones from Gong. It's a really bright colored album. This is Bright Spirit is the name of their most recent studio album. I don't know how many they have now. They've got to have at least pretty close to 20, if not probably more, of just Gong alone, not the mother-in-law, not mother of Gong or any of the other Gong side tracks. So there's a picture of the band on the back, a picture of the album cover. When you open it, it is also a digipack, but it's only A2. Just a folding book-like digipack here with the CD here and the book in the other side. We'll just pull that out and give you, it's got one of these things. Got a couple of those now. And the booklet is not too substantial. Picture of them on the back and front, same as the album cover. And then just another big picture in the middle of the Bright Spirit. And then a list of the songs and who gets credit for what, right? Including the band. Yeah, 5 guys, so pretty good. I'm kind of a fan of these guys. There's a couple of their albums I really quite like. I think this one will probably end up being my favorite of their albums. Quite good. So that's it for the new ones. Now some more used ones. So we are finished with the prog stuff and including the new stuff. Next up, the Eagles, One of These Nights. It's one of the few Eagle albums I do not own, which is kind of weird since it was one of the first ones I bought as a vinyl, but it took me forever to get it as a CD. So this is one of their better albums. Picture of them all here. It's not much of a booklet. It's just basically a 2-page thing, I think, just a normal, just folds out, list of the songs and stuff that they did on the album. Picture of them on the back, and then, of course, the album cover. Put it back in this, show you the CD while I'm at it. This didn't cost too much, so it's probably an original CD. It's in good shape, though. I actually said I was going to do the hard rock stuff first, but I think I have it flipped the other way. So whatever I had originally said is going to be backwards here. There you go. Eagles. Would help if I would put it in there, right? Yeah, there. Now we got Eagles, One of These Nights. Next up, this is my first Joe Walsh album. Although I've been listening to Joe Walsh since I was about 13. I remember hearing some of his stuff even then. Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. It's got this Sopwith camel from World War II on it. It's pretty decent. This, of course, has Rocky Mountain Way on it. Midnight Moody's is on here. Meadows is on here. Day Gone By. Yeah, I'll eventually have all of his stuff. It just was the first one I decided to get. I could have got some other stuff, but I decided, you know what? I've been looking into the James Gang. I might as well get with the Joe Walsh thing as well. It's in good shape. Of course, it's got a booklet. It's not much. It's just your basic cover thing. Album cover plus back. And then a list of the songs. Like, this is as basic as you get. But the album was $12, so that tells me that it's a better quality one than normal. Okay, the next 3 are all hard rock. These are all the original versions of these albums on CD. means that when they were first transplanted from vinyl onto CD, that's what you got here. So the quality of them is probably not great, but gives me a chance to get all of them and listen to them all. And the ones I really like, I can go back and buy a better quality one. So I'm going to start with the first one, Deep Purple. Their original first album, I believe this is. Yep. There's a list of the tracks at the back. If you open it, you've got the CD here. It's in really good condition. Now, Al did tell me, he says, because it's an original, this doesn't even have a booklet. It's just a cover page of the album here. He says because it's just an original, the quality of the sound might not be that great, although the disc itself is in good condition. And so we're going to continue with the second one of these three. I'm not sure which order they go in because it doesn't give a year of date. I know that's the first one. Now, either one of these might be the second or third one. So this is the Book of the Talisman, Deep Purple. This has Kentucky Woman is on here. River Deep, Mountain High. So, of course, the disc is the exact same as the other one. It's the same format. There you go. And, of course, the cover is the same here, too. Next up is Shades of Deep Purple. This, I believe, is probably their third. Maybe I got it backwards. Somebody will let me know which one of them is first, Talisman or Shades. This has the song Hush on it, which is one of their big ones. They also do a cover of Hey Joe. I believe that is the case here. Nice picture of all the members at the time before they changed stuff. And, of course, the disc is exactly the same as the first two and is good shape. So I'm happy to get them all. Even if the quality isn't that great, eventually it will be once I decide which ones I want to get in that. So there it is, Deep Purple, Shades of Deep Purple. Okay, and the very last disc for today on this list is from Black Sabbath, The Eternal Idol. This is my first one of the Tony Martin era albums. A total of 9 tracks, as you can see. There's the picture of the album cover. So they kind of got him to replace Dio. He does have that sound. The disc is in good condition, as you can see. And then we'll pull the book, which isn't really a book. It's just basically a 2 or 3 page thing. So you've got, there it is. And then you have the list of the inside stuff, which is just basically writing, very small writing too, I might add. List of the lyrics of the songs, and this was released in 1987, this album. So it's the first of the Tony Martin era ones. I think there's 5 in total, plus the Glenn Hughes album, which I think came out even before this. And yeah, Black Sabbath. So we will soon have the entire Sabbath collection, I'm hoping. But I was happy to get this one, the first of them. There it is. Eternal Idol, Black Sabbath. That's it. So that's it for my album hauls for this month. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. We will be back again at the end of next month for another album hauls or new albums purchased. And hope to see you all then. Take care. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Make any comments about any of the stuff I showed you. Feel free to do so. And we'll be back next at the end of July for another episode of my new albums haul. So take care and have yourself a good evening. Goodbye.